Hey everybody, this is Jason Akers again with Green Acres Pest Control, and I want to talk about Vikane. Those who have watched my channel, I've been around for a couple years. I've got all kinds of videos, self-help, YouTube, bed bugs, ants, spiders, crickets, maybe not crickets, but roaches, all kinds of things I try to tell people, help people with. And today I want to talk about Vikane. I know I'm going to get a lot of people disliking my video, talking about how I'm stupid I am and I'm just uneducated, don't know what I'm talking about. Vikane kills people. I want to say that right out. It is highly toxic. It absolutely will kill you, and it is not worth using, except in very rare cases. And the reason I want to say this, because people have started using Vikane to kill bed bugs. Bed bugs, it's not needed to kill bed bugs. In order to kill bed bugs, what they're doing, now in order to use Vikane, let me explain what Vikane is and how it's used. Vikane is a pesticide that is applied in such a small particulate using fogging machines. What you do is you tint a house. Now a lot of people are familiar with tinting, and they may have even seen a house. Maybe you've seen a house watching this video that's actually had a tint over the house where they're using some kind of pest control technique. It typically is Vikane that's being used when they tint a home. And what it does is the particulate is so teeny tiny. Now, if you've ever gotten a fogger, like, for roaches or fleas or something like that, the stuff will lay. It's like a film, and it lays across the countertops, furniture, tables, gets on everything. In fact, the labels a lot of times will tell you to come in after you've fogged your home and wipe down all your surfaces, clean all your surfaces up, because, it's nasty. It gets on everything. Vikane is not the same. What Vikane does is it actually penetrates the wall itself. It is so small that the molecules are so small of Vikane that it actually penetrates the eggs of bed bugs. It will kill bed bugs. It will kill the egg stage. It's the only pesticide that I know of that will kill eggs because of the way it has to be applied. Because it is so teeny tiny, the particulate is so small that it actually penetrates everything. It kills everything. All right. If you use Vikane in your home for bed bugs, you're not going to have ants. You're not going to have roaches. You're not going to have spiders. You're not going to have any bugs in your home. Typically, people would use Vikane to kill drywood termites, which are termites that can live above ground. They're not subterranean. They live above ground, much like carpenter ants do, in the wood of your home. And they're very difficult to get rid of because they can move around from one board into another board, and they can move their colony a lot like ants, a lot like carpenter ants. In fact, Vikane has been used to eliminate carpenter ants in extreme cases as well. So what you do is when you tint the home, like I said, just like with the bed bugs, the particulate is so teeny tiny that it will penetrate into the walls and kill the termites and the ants where they are. Which, when your house is going to fall over, I can understand why people would use Vikane. I'm not against using Vikane. This is not a video on, hate on Vikane. Vikane, I believe, is actually useful in some instances. The problem is, like, for example, in Virginia, it is illegal to treat with Vikane if the bedding is in the home. For example, if you have a mattress in your home and pillows and couches and stuff like that, and you go in and you use Vikane, it is against the law. You have to actually remove the beds. You have to remove the sofas, anything that has a pillow or a synthetic type fiber has to be removed from the home. Basically, anything bed bugs live in has to be removed from the home. So in Virginia, it's not a logical thing to go and tint a home and use Vikane for bed bugs, because you're not going to kill the bed bug problem. Bed bugs live in box springs. They live in mattresses. Like if you're going to throw away all that furniture, yeah, maybe Vikane would work. But why would you do that when you could just spray Crossfire or Alpine or something like that and kill them a lot cheaper? The first video I ever did on this channel was why heat treatments don't work on bed bugs. And this is another one of those videos why Vikane should never be used on bed bugs. It never, ever should even be in your mind as a pest control salesmen because, yeah, they have their sales pitches. They're going to tell you it's safe. They're going to tell you that the LD50 value is so low that it would never poison you ever after you enter the home because, oh, but that's absolutely not true. It can be found in toys of children, weeks, even months later, at a LD50 value much higher than what a salesman is going to tell you. It's in the salesman's best interest to sell a job. They're getting paid by a commission from the sales they make. They want to push the sales through, and a Vikane job is a nice, big, huge chunk of change that they're going to get, that they can go home and they can feed their family. You know, I'm not faulting a salesman. I'm faulting the information out there about Vikane and why it's wrong. There have been families in Virginia who have died from the use of Vikane. That's why it's illegal in Virginia for bedding. That's why you have to take the beds out of the home before the home can be treated with Vikane. It's why a lot of homes just aren't tented in Virginia. We just don't do it in Virginia because it doesn't make logical sense. We don't have drywood termites in Virginia. They're further south. We don't have them here. We don't have a hospitable climate for drywood termites. So we just don't have them. We have eastern subterranean termites. That's basically all we get. So you can treat the soil. You don't have to go in and tent a house. No one's going to pay to tent a house to kill termites that live in the ground. They don't actually live in the house. So we just don't use it. It's just, it just doesn't make any sense. You know, even with carpenter ants, you can treat a home for carpenter ants. You can kill the workers. When the workers are dead, it can take about 6 months, sometimes a little longer, sometimes a little less. A colony of ants can harbor up to 6 months worth of food. And if you kill the workers that are traveling back and forth and taking food back and feeding reproductives, then the reproductives will starve, or they will come out and get in the pesticide and die as well. So you can starve out carpenter ants. You know, you don't have to treat a home with Vikane to kill carpenter ants. You don't have to. The only instance I think that it would even be valid is, like I said, if you have drywood termites in your home and you're going to remove all your toys, like children's toys. You know, I've got 2 children. I got a third on the way. They have a lot of toys, and if I had to treat my home with Vikane, I'd remove everything they owned. You know, I don't want to risk any of it being left behind. You know, if you've got drywood termites and your house is going to fall over, then by all means, treat your house with Vikane, get rid of the termites, kill the termites so you can have a place to live. But take the proper precautions. You know, I know a lot of these guys will come in and they'll say, oh, no, but, you know, it's safe, it's not going to hurt your bedding. They've proven this, they've proven that, but people have died from even these, what they consider low toxicity ratings. It still has killed people. It has killed people. So I hope this has been an informative video. I hope you understand the dangers of Vikane. And if you are yourself thinking about getting rid of bed bugs, don't hesitate to, you know, shoot me a message. Send me, look me up on Facebook. I'm Green Acres Pest Control LLC. You can find me on Facebook. You can send me a message. I don't have any problem, you know, sending you any kind of information that you might need on Crossfire. I don't get paid by MGK. They don't pay me commission. I'm not getting paid commission for pushing their products. I use Crossfire. It works. If Crossfire stops working and something else comes out that works better, you, by all means, my YouTube audience will know first. I try to help everybody out. I try to, you know, I'm not trying to hide any kind of trade secret, you know, because really it's not a trade secret. You just read the label. If you read the label of the pesticide you're applying and you follow the label, you're probably more than likely going to get rid of bed bugs. You know, it's not that big a deal. You don't have to poison yourself to kill bugs. You know, last year, 2 people from Ohio burned their houses down using rubbing alcohol. You know, people get emphysema type, you know, problems from using diatomaceous earth. These are things that happen just because they're getting bit by bugs. I know they're driving you crazy, and it may take a couple days to get Crossfire in your mail. You know, you can order it on Amazon. Might take a day or 2 to get it. Just have patience. You've been bit up already. You've already been dealing with this problem for probably more than likely 2 or 3 months, maybe 6 months. I've had customers that have dealt with bed bugs for 2 to 5 years. You can take a couple days and get what works right and do it right. Get it and get it done. Your money is too valuable. Your time is too valuable. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your time. Do it right. Hope this has been informative. If it has, think about sharing the video around, like it. Subscribe to my channel if you like to see any more videos like this. And hopefully this has been beneficial to everybody around. You guys have a great day. I really appreciate it. And I'll be seeing you later. Thanks.